Last time we travelled to Ul'dah on our ongoing quest to become an adventurer of note. There we faced against murderous giants, met an obnoxious merchant, and learned about the existence of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We have now done what Malisity asks, and now we're positive we really want to know more about this mysterious group. And Malisity is not surprised, talking about how adventurers just seem to be drawn to dangers and death, telling us he could paint certain death on one door and limitless wealth on another, and 9 out of 10 adventurers would go through the first, and the other bloke wouldn't be able to choose on the account of being Ul'dah. And she's right, but she has to understand it's not all about the money. Sometimes it's about the danger, the mystery, discovering something nobody else has discovered. And sometimes we're just kinda stupid. She tells us the Scions are a good group trying to solve some of Eorzea's most pressing problems. Not just cleaning out burial crypts and killing angry giants. This is bigger stuff. And for that they need strong, dependable people. But Malisity believes we might just be what they need. First of all, it's important for us to know that the Scions are a hidden group. No one really knows much about them, and even less about their whereabouts. But Malisity and few others trusted people know where they are. Their current headquarters are named the Waking Sand and are located in Vesper Bay in western Thanalan. And that is where we must go. Excited, we hurry off to do just that, though with a long trip ahead, we this time grab a jugaboo for a faster ride, making the trip quite pleasant on this cloudy day. And it turns out Vesper Bay is a small harbour settlement, and the Waking Sands are just there by the shore. We head inside, meeting a Lalafell named Tataru. She confirms who we are, before directing us down below to the actual headquarters, where we had to meet the Scions. And what a meeting that is.
You are the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. Well met, friend. My name is Minthelia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I have awaited your coming. Please, be at ease. You are among friends here. No doubt you are ripe to burst with questions. But have patience. All will be revealed in time. First, let me begin by telling you who we are and what we do. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, an order that transcends political boundaries. Our single objective is the preservation of the future of Eorzea. Among our gravest concerns are the godlike beings known as the Primals. Their existence is a bane upon Eorzea, nay, the world at large, and we have striven to find a lasting solution to the threat they pose. Our order is home to a number of individuals who, like you, possess a rare and special talent. This talent takes various forms, but one holds particular interest for us. Tell me, have you ever experienced a sudden, inexplicable loss of consciousness? Have you ever had the sensation of being pulled away from reality? Felt as though you were hovering in space, a mind without a body? All these things are the manifestations of your talent. Yours is the power to transcend the boundaries of the soul, a power known as the Echo. The Echo allows you to pass through the walls of a man's soul and hear the resonations of his past. You will be there in his memories and see things as he saw them. You may even interact with that which you see, though you cannot change the outcome of events. For another blessing, the Echo will enable you to know a man's mind even if you cannot comprehend his words. In short, the Echo is a truly extraordinary power, and this power is strong within you. It is only a shame that we cannot use it whensoever we choose. That's right. I too possess the echo. With that established, let us return to the subject of the primals. So long as they exist, the realm cannot take so much as a single step towards true peace. Measures must be taken. Measures which transcend boundaries, be they of faction, race, language, or creed. And to do so, the Scions require the aid of those with our talent. Make no mistake, the Echo will be instrumental in dealing with the primal threat. Without it, we cannot hope to save the realm. I know not what it is you desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea. But I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Why else would the gods entrust man with a gift so extraordinary, if not to have him use it? And so I implore you, lend us your power.
So after this introduction, let's talk about the Scions. As the rest of our story will heavily involve them, so now is the best time to get to know them properly, their goals, their history, and who they are. As Minfilia kinda explained, their objective is to deal with primals. A primal, also sometimes known as Archons or savage gods, are being summoned into existence by a group of people, or most commonly within Eorzea, a beast tribe. These are mythical beings made manifest through concentrated ether and belief. To summon one, you need a whole bunch of ether, more than the land itself can provide, so for summoning, the summoners will gather up a lot of crystals, which hold concentrated ether. Then, when they got enough of them, they use their combined faith with the crystals to summon up the primal. But even when a primal is summoned, it doesn't end there. The primal still requires a vast amount of ether to remain in their current form, so they suck the ether up from their surroundings, solely depriving the area of vital ether it needs to live. Primals also tend to be hostile or have some rather massive aspirations, making them very dangerous to everybody around them. And to add on to that, to survive, the primals also need worshippers. And those worshipping the primal are in fact not doing it by choice. They are what is called tempered. Their mind has been changed by the primal forever, holding a singular goal of summoning and maintaining that primal's existence. And that involves making more followers for the primal, any way necessary. So in short, primals are really bad news for everybody. But our ability, the Echo, will help us, both they say when it comes to the primal's tempering, as it prevents us from being tempered. But it also gives us the ability to more easily communicate with other beings like the beast tribes. It allows us to transcend the barrier of language, along with our particular ability giving us the chance to peek into the past, offering a better understanding of the people we deal with. But as we noticed, there is only one member of the Scions which also possesses the Echo, while everyone else just has a rather weird neck tattoo. This comes from the origin of the Scions. Before the 7th Umbra Calamity, the Scions did not exist. Instead, they were two separate groups. This group is where Minfilia and Tataru come from. While Tataru does not possess the Echo, he was at the time the receptionist for the Path of the 12, while Minfilia was their leader. This was a group of people with the Echo focused on bringing peace to Eorzea, especially through dealing with the primal threat. The other group was the Circle of Knowing, made up of 12 researchers and scholars known as the Archons. Their leader was Ul'dah Leveleur, who died during the battle at Cardano. We can see him saving the Warrior of Light during the trailer cinematic for A Realm Reborn. And we can see his staff in pieces on the wall behind Minfilia. Being note, not all of the other 11 are part of the Scion of the Seven Dawn, but all those within the Order who have the tattoos are part of these Archons. The current Archons we got are Y'shtola, Ul'dah, Papalymo, Thancred, and Urianger. The Circle of Knowing helped fight the Calamity and without a doubt saved many lives through their efforts of evacuation, preparation, and their actions at Cardano. but after the calamity, these two groups bonded together, forming the Scions of the Seven Dawn, with the goal of restoring the world and protecting it from a threat. And while the group has been small and mostly hidden so far, as we learned from Momodi, it seems the time has come for it to become far more active. So let's get to know the main members, as these people will be heavily involved in our story from here on out. First, of course, is Minfilia. She is the leader of the Scions, and like us, she possesses the Echo, and in fact, before the calamity, she led the Path of the 12. Now she leads the Scions, and her main role is to manage all their agents out on the field, along with communication with their various resources and contact. She works most closely with Tataru and Urianger, and is required to stay within the headquarters for her tasks. Next is Tataru. This is the cleric for the Scions. This little lady handles all of their clerical duties, their finances, trading agreements, and general administrative support. And honestly, between you and me, I think the Scions would fall apart without her. Next is Urianger. He is the Scions' main researcher and guide on all ethereal things. He is one of the Archons from the Circle of Knowing, and prefers to spend his time amongst the variety of books and scrolls at the Waking Sand. His role is to research the primals, their effects, power, and how to deal with them. The man is also very cryptic when he speaks and takes some time getting used to, but over time I believe it's hard not to start to like Urianger. The other four are the Scions we meet in our starting cities. First is Yistola, who we meet if we start in Limsa. She is a Sharlayan researcher. She is a conjurer who spent her youth studying in Sharlayan, and now specializes in a variety of ether-related matter. She is generally calm and logical and facing a variety of issues, making her an excellent person to have on our side. From our starting Gridania, we have Papalimo and Ul'dah. This pair of Lalafell and Hayur are both Archons as well. Papalimo originally hails from Sharlayan, while Ul'dah comes from Alamico, having been forced to flee her homeland, which is stuck under the Garlean rule at the moment. On her travels, he met up with the Archons and joined them, and now Ul'dah and Papalimo tend to travel together with a variety of tasks. They're a fun pair, with Ul'dah being rather idealistic and energetic, while Papalimo seems to be short-tempered and rather logical. And finally, there is Tancred, who we meet in Ul'dah. Tancred actually hails originally from Limsa, where he was a street urchin. It was only after he tried stealing the purse of Louis, the former leader of the Circle of Knowing, that his life changed. Louis took him under his wing, brought him to Sharlayan, where Tancred studied a variety of techniques in survival and intelligence gathering. And as he grew up, becoming one of the Archons, today he handles discreet information gathering and infiltration for the Scions. And these are the main group. Outside of them, the Scions are starting to grow. As we explore our headquarters, we can meet other Scions who are mercenaries just like us, mostly just recently joined. First we meet Brent, who is not part of the Scions, but works closely with them. He is one of 3 brothers, the others being Brennan and Bremont. All 3 are merchants by trade, and depending on your starting city, you will have met one of them on your way there. Then there is Una Tayuna, who claims to have been part of the Scions in the past, before they got a new name and their headquarters was at the time in a better location. She doesn't quite remember, she seems to be struggling with her memories, but she's quite convinced. And she's actually telling the truth. She was part of the Path of the 12 originally. So I'm glad we can see her here, and hopefully her memory will get better with time. The other 3 of note are Aapatia, Oli, and Arnwald. These 3 just joined the Scions like us, and while we don't get much information about 2 of them, Arnwald does tell us he is actually from Alamico originally. His mother was Alamican and his father Garlean, and by the sounds of it, the conception was not quite consensual. When his mother could no longer stand the sight of him, she threw him out, and Arnwald was forced to fend for himself, turning to banditry and such things, never feeling like he quite fit in. Being not seen as Garlean, but not fully seen as Alamican either. But he does believe he can do better, and he can make the world a better place, so here he is, wanting to try the more heroic route this time. There are 2 unnamed people here too, but we don't get very much information about them. And these are the Scions of the Seven Dawn at the moment. It's a small group, but we are positive it will grow bigger. And we all got a lot of work ahead of us. So it's time we go and get our first task. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you join me next time as we face our first mission as a Scion. It's a big one involving betrayal, beastmen and primals. Not to mention the cinematic that scared the hell out of me the first time I saw it. Ifrit is just a scary boy. But if you like this, please do all the good YouTube stuff and remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of my other videos. And for now, I hope you have a lovely day.